Good morning and listen to this important headlines and breaking news. The mysterious Nnamdi Kanu and the pursuit for justice and self-determination. Now, even the Fulani control government of Nigeria have known that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is so mysterious that even them can't expatiate or coaxiate anything about that young man. Do you know how many assassination attempts that have been tried on that young man while in DSS and also in Kenya, but he succeeded? This guy is what? This guy is mysterious. His own mysterious to the extent that even their so-called Alpha don't try to see if they can read anything on this life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but Nehikaba. So now here we go to start our news this morning. Happy Monday and happy new week and happy new day to you all. May Chukwu bless you all, prosper you and grant you the desires of your heart, and so shall it be. So let us hit the ground running according to our Mrs. Adekunle, the Agbado master. Anyway, let us see how we can be able to make something out of nothing, because that is where we stand. Mysterious life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the pursuit for justice and self-determination, it is never a sin and can never be seen as a sin in anywhere. In the world of geopolitics, few stories have captured as much international attention and controversy as the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Igbo land. The supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, his journey from Britain as a British citizen on a trip to Kenya and the abduction by the Nigerian secret agents. His subsequent illegal rendition and detainment in Nigeria has raised serious questions about respect for local and international laws, human rights, and the right to self-determination only in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen of Biafran descent, left London with his British passport on what appeared to be a routine business trip to Kenya. Little did he know that this trip would alter the course of his life and spark global discussions about the rights of indigenous people and the role of international organizations in safeguarding those rights. My dear, there's no single right. People are busy now talking about Hamas and Palestinians. What is happening in Hamas and Palestinians is exactly what is happening between the Biafrans and Nigeria. That when Biafrans came out to ask for their rights, they will be killed. That is exactly what is happening in the so-called Palestinian and Israel war. Exactly what Biafrans are facing through on daily basis. But the international community, the blood of a black man doesn't matter to them. They see us as monkeys, animals. That is why they have not done anything about it. But see how everybody now, US is supporting Israel, while Iran maybe supporting Palestinian or Hamas or Gaza or Strip or whatever it's being called. But this is what the Biafrans have been passing through for decades. According to the people who read Bible, they made it to understand, even the Israelites itself, they made it to understand when they disobeyed God, that there's a fight they will fight. That's the Palestinian war. That they will fight it until the last day, their last day on earth. So, going to attack Hamas or Hamas, whether underground by air, by sea, or by water, it shall be written and it shall be cajoled that way, and that is how the way it's supposed to be. Because everything that has got to do with terrorists, when one terrorist is dying, even his son can rise up and become a commander tomorrow. That is the problem there. But our own is with the empty hand, with just a placard, we are being killed like fowls. And the international community will see it and they will remove their face. Now everybody is running scatter. And I'm not happy so until I grant this Biafran. In Nairobi, Kenya. Okay, Nairobi, Kenya, yeah. Kanu's life took a dramatic turn when he was criminally abducted by Nigerian agents and their Kenyan counterparts. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance remain shrouded in mystery, but what follows is a shocking account of what some reports claim transpired during his captivity. Reports say that Nnamdi Kanu was taken to a private room in Nairobi where he was held against his will for 8 good days. During this time, he was subjected to intense torture as Nigerian agents attempted to extract information or force him into submission. The most astonishing claim is in this report is the assertion that Kano died during his captivity. It is said that he had a near-death experience only to luckily come back to life. The details of this event are vague, but the mere suggestion of such a situation raises disturbing questions about the treatment of detainees and the disregard for human rights in Nigeria. After his supposed resurrection, Nnamdi Kanu was reportedly blindfolded like a common criminal and transported to Nigeria on a private jet. This covert operation paints a picture of a deliberate and clandestine effort to bring him back to lawless Nigeria soil, away from the reach of international law and human rights organizations. One of the most perplexing aspects of this case is the apparent lack of action taken by the so-called British government. Despite that Kanu is a British citizen, the silence from British authorities has left many wondering why they have not intervened on behalf of one of their own citizens who was taken into custody in that manner by another country. They are the one. British is among those who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Furthermore, the international community's response to the case has been divided. While some nations and organizations have called for Kanu's release and an investigation into the circumstances of his illegal detention, others have remained largely silent. The role of international actors such as the United Nations in ensuring justice and the protection of human rights is under scrutiny. Throughout this ordeal, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have consistently advocated for a UN-supervised referendum to determine the fate of the Biafran people in Nigeria. This call for self-determination is at the heart of the IPOB movement, which seeks to establish an independent Biafra state. The demand for a referendum raises complex questions about sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the rights of indigenous people of Biafra, underscores the importance of international organizations like the UN in facilitating peaceful resolutions to conflicts rooted in identity and historical grievances. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a complex and controversial one that touches issues of international law, human rights, and self-determination. The allegations surrounding his disappearance, alleged death, and converted return to Nigeria demand a thorough and impartial investigation into it. Likewise, the British government silence to the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, who is one of its own citizens, raises questions about Britain's racial discrimination and the responsibilities of countries to protect their citizens who find themselves caught between conflict, national and ethnic identities. Ultimately, the call for a United Nations supervised referendum by Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB highlights the pressing need for international organizations to play a more active role in addressing conflicts that stem from the identity and historical grievances. The story of Nnamdi Kanu serves as a stark reminder that the quest for justice and self-determination remains a defining issue of our time, with far-reaching implications for the future of indigenous people around the world. Written by Obulese Chidiebere, edited by Ogasi S. Madabuchi for the Family Writers Press International. The presenter and the broadcaster, Amanda Leze, speaking from the platform or reporting live from the platform of Okute Daily Talk. Last but not the least, I apologize for supporting Buhari in error of judgment, according to Dele Momodu. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Dele Momodu, has apologized for supporting former President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015 to become the Nigerian leader. Momodu, the publisher of Ovation magazine, gave the apology while reacting to a post by an ex-user at Meta at Meet Hassan _who has said the PDP chieftain and some highly placed people and organizations brought the Goodluck Jonathan administration to its knees. Now them do that now, them, including Atiku Abubakar. The netizen said in his opinion that Momodu has lost credibility when he didn't speak truth to power during the Buhari's administration. He wrote, "Dear Adele Momodu, you and a bunch of highly placed people and organizations brought at Goodluck Ebele Jonathan led the government to its knees. In my opinion, you lost credibility when you didn't speak through to power. I wish you were this vociferous during the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's travails." Hashtag Dele Momodu, hashtag Tunumbu or Tufumbu. In a reply to the post, Momodu apologized publicly for supporting former President Buhari in an era of judgment, stating that no man is above mistake. 8 years of mistake, right? The Director of Strategic Communications of the PDP Presidential Campaign Organization added that if the apology doesn't please the ex-user, there's nothing more he can do. He wrote, "I apologize publicly for supporting Buhari in error, in judgment, and if that doesn't please you, nothing more I can do. No man is above mistake." While Fani Kayode is quiet on Tinubu certificate saga, Dele Momodu. Meanwhile, Momodu has said former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani Kayode, is quiet on the certificate controversy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he cannot defend the forgery allegations. Recall that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has accused Tinubu of forging his Chicago State University certificate submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Tinubu and Atiku's camps have been at loggerheads over the matter since it has been in the public domain after a United States court ordered CSU to release the certificate to Atiku. Speaking in an Instagram video on Thursday, Momodu asked President Tinubu to stop surrounding himself with sycophants who didn't know anything about the law. This is the word of Okute. Thanks be to God. Please help me like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel as we proceed. Hashtag Biafra to the world or to the moon. Hashtag in Biafra we stand. And hashtag Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's mandate we stand. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless you all as you do this. The Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. I'll be right back. Bye for now. Kemesiano, my people.